And thank you very much for joining us today at the Edmund D. Edelman Children's Court for the 24th Annual Adoption Day celebration. Yeah, they'll calm down. My name is Samantha Jessner. I am the presiding judge of the Superior Court of Los Angeles County, and I am here today along with Assistant Presiding Judge Sergio Tapia, as well as our court executive, David Slayton. They're back over there, and we collectively are so happy and privileged to welcome all of you here today. With the holidays just around the corner, we are sort of really feeling today that spirit of gratitude and the importance of coming together, the importance of community, as we celebrate the adoption of over 230 children by nearly 150 Los Angeles County families. This year, we are especially honored to be joined by California Chief Justice Patricia Guerrero. Chief Justice Guerrero has been a strong advocate for adoption and permanency throughout her significant and impressive legal career, and has taken the time out of her busy schedule. And let me tell you, having been in the same locations as the Chief Justice over the last 2 days, I am a personal witness to the fact that she has a very busy schedule. But we are so pleased and honored that she made the time to be with us this morning to celebrate this significant and wonderful occasion. Her presence today serves to honor the heroes that are Los Angeles County's adoptive families. Thank you very much for being here, Chief Justice Guerrero. Ultimately, yes. And don't worry, I'm gonna stop talking in a second and you're gonna hear from her. Ultimately, this day is about celebrating the forever families created by the adoptions finalized this morning. But it's important to remember that today's over 230 adoptions, as I mentioned, represent a mere fraction of the 2,600 adoptions the court finalizes every year. Every day in courtrooms throughout our county, dedicated judicial officers, court staff, attorneys, and justice partners, and you're going to hear from some of them as well, work together to process and finalize adoptions that provide children with the love, the support, and permanency they deserve. It's also important to remember there are thousands of other children in Los Angeles County awaiting a permanent home. That is why the court and its justice partners founded this now national event here in Los Angeles more than 20 years ago. Today, National Adoption Day stands as a beacon of hope for children living in foster care and a call to action for all would-be parents with room for more in their hearts and in their homes. Lastly, and before I introduce our speakers, including our esteemed guest of honor, I want to take a moment to recognize the organizations the court has partnered with to make today possible. The Alliance for Children's Rights, Public Counsel, the many pro bono attorneys representing adoptive families, the Los Angeles County Department of Children and Family Services, our court staff, particularly in the adoptions unit, and as I am always reminded, I have such a privilege to lead our court, but really to lead our court as a representative for the over 550 judicial officers. But I do want to specifically recognize our volunteer judicial officers who I see sprinkled about today, who will be presiding over today's adoptions. I'm always proud to be able to lead and be a colleague with all of you. So now it is my genuine pleasure, sort of a pinch me moment for all of us, right? To introduce the 29th Chief Justice of California, Patricia Guerrero.
Good morning. Thank you so much, Judge Jessner, for your kind remarks. It's such a pleasure to be here with all of you today. I want to start by acknowledging and thanking the Los Angeles Superior Court for all the work that you've done and will do later today, the Los Angeles County Department of Children and Family Services, the Alliance for Children's Rights and Public Counsel for organizing this wonderful and important event. It truly is an honor to be a part of it with you, with all of you. I also want to thank all of the judges. I've been able to meet many of you today. What you're doing here today is so important and so remarkable. Staff, attorneys, and everyone else who volunteered their time and put so much work into making this event so special. I understand I am not the first Chief Justice to join you. Former Chief Justice George took part in one of your adoption Saturdays here in Los Angeles, and now I can see firsthand why he enjoyed it so much. We haven't even really started with the actual events and the ceremonies today, but you can already feel all of the energy and positivity here in this room. I also understand that Adoption Saturdays originated here in Los Angeles. It's interesting to me. I'm noticing a pattern lately. Things in LA spread, I've noticed. And they're now happening, yes, in a good way. They're now happening in other counties around the state and across the nation. What you've started here not only contributes to the well-being and happiness of the hundreds of children and families taking part in the adoptions. Events like these also help to put a spotlight really on the critical need to ensure safe, loving, and permanent homes for the thousands of children in foster care still waiting for their forever homes. Last year, more than 400,000 reports of child abuse and neglect were made in California, and about 21,000 children entered foster care. Children who currently actually are about, the number is startling, 51,000 youths aged 21 and younger in the state, living apart from their families in out-of-home care. The Judicial Council of California, which I chair in my role as Chief Justice of California, recognizes the critical importance of ensuring safe and stable homes for these children. 1999 was the first year the Judicial Council declared November to be the Court Adoption and Permanency Month, and we have been doing it every year since then. In fact, just yesterday, at our Judicial Council business meeting that took place in San Francisco, I signed a resolution, and we highlighted that this year's resolution was part of this historic event that's a continuing tradition for us. We featured a presentation about the importance of finding permanent families for children in foster care and how the courts and our justice partners help to make it happen. We recognize that this is a collective effort. We are committed to working with the governor, the legislature, the local courts, and communities to provide children and families with access to fair, understandable judicial proceedings leading to timely and just permanency outcomes. We recognize the significance of our duties and what is at stake really with every decision that we make as judges. Our judicial system is where critical decisions are made, including life-changing decisions, like where and with whom a child will live. Judges, attorneys, and child welfare professionals work collaboratively so the judge can have the most information to make the best decision for each child and each family, because we share a belief that all children are entitled to a safe, permanent family that will love, nurture, and guide them. And as I look around this room, it is evident to me that everybody here shares that same commitment. What courts and our justice partners do every day makes a huge difference in the lives of these children. So I applaud all of you and really want to thank each one of you for giving me the pleasure and privilege to be here to share in this moment. Thank you.
Once again, thank you so much, Chief Justice Guerrero, for being here with us today. Our next speaker, Jennifer Braun, is the president and CEO of the Alliance for Children's Rights. The Alliance works tirelessly to provide stability for children in foster care by helping them obtain access to medical and mental health care, educational services, and of course, adoption and legal guardianship services. Ms. Braun has been a close partner of the courts for decades, and I'm pleased to bring her to the lectern. Ms. Braun.
Thank you so much, Your Honor. I really appreciate those kind remarks, and I am delighted to see everybody here today. Good morning, everyone. I'm Jen Braun. I'm president and CEO of the Alliance for Children's Rights. First, I just want to say congratulations to every single one of our families who are completing adoptions on this National Adoption Day. Today, we are really here to celebrate and honor you. 24 years ago, the Alliance for Children's Rights helped to establish National Adoption Day with a really wonderful group of partners. The Dave Thomas Foundation for Adoption, the Freddie Mac Foundation, the Congressional Coalition on Adoption Institute, and the Children's Action Network. This special day now is being celebrated this very weekend, as we're all here today, in courtrooms around the nation, inspired by a shared belief in justice and in love and in the stability and support of so many phenomenal families. To date, more than 85,000 adoptions from foster care have been completed around the country on National Adoption Day, thanks to this incredible collective effort. I also want to say to our dedicated partners here at the Children's Court, at the court more broadly, at DCFS, at Public Counsel, and to all of our wonderful pro bono partners with whom we could not even contemplate making this day complete. We share our gratitude for our work together to make our National Adoption Day here in Los Angeles such a wonderful success. I also want to thank all of the staff at the Alliance led by our Adoptions Director, Cynthia Billy, and everyone at Public Counsel who's been working so hard to make today come off so well. To the young people who are here today, heartfelt congratulations. We know that the path to this day has not always been so easy, and we are so honored to have stood with you on your journey and to rejoice with you today. You inspire us so very much with your strength and the hope that guided you here today to this very moment. To all of the families here today, we know that there have been ups and downs for you too. There is so much power in the love that you give and that you show today and every day to your kids. You demonstrate so beautifully the truth that love is what truly makes family family. So we thank you for letting us be part of your journey. We celebrate with all of you, we honor you, and we cannot wait to hear about the beautiful life that we know you'll make together. My warmest congratulations to everyone.
Thank you, Ms. Braun. Our next speaker, Catherine Eidman, is Vice President, Chief of Litigation and Legal Programs for Public Counsel. Founded in Los Angeles, Public Counsel is the largest provider of pro bono legal services in the United States. Ms. Eidman oversees their comprehensive legal advocacy programs and serves on Los Angeles's Commission for Community and Family Services. Come on up.
Thank you for those kind words, Your Honor, and thank you for being here, Madam Chief Justice, and good morning, everyone. As you've heard, today is the 24th National Adoption Day, and it's actually the 26th year of Public Counsel's adoption program. Los Angeles has been a pioneer in this life-changing work. As you've heard, our day has paved the road for adoption days just like this one across the country. It served as a national model for how courts, child welfare agencies, nonprofit organizations, and the private bar can come together to ensure that at this critical and precious moment in their lives, families receive legal services that are free, robust, and of the highest quality. But Los Angeles' day is still special. In Los Angeles, we know that for adoptions to be successful, children and families need support. That's why our model provides holistic services to families as they exit the foster care system. This year, for example, Public Counsel and our pro bono partners, in addition to moving adoptions towards finalization, advocated for additional special education services, confirmed that Medi-Cal and other benefits were active and correct, and ensured that children had the care they needed, such as orthodontia. It is this attention to and care for the unique needs of each family that makes LA's adoption partnership so special. LA also stands out because of our commitment to keeping families together. We ensure that whenever possible, children remain within their extended family network, because we know that kids do better when they remain connected to their family, their community, and their culture. That's why we're proud that the majority of cases finalized on National Adoption Day, both this year and last year, involve kinship caregivers. Public Counsel is tremendously grateful to the Children's Court for its decades of leadership on this issue, to the Alliance for Children's Rights and the Department of Children and Family Services for their partnership, to the countless pro bono attorneys for their generosity in donating their time, their skill, and their compassion. But above all else, we want to thank the hundreds of families finalizing adoptions that have changed the lives of children by that have changed the lives of children in need by opening their homes and their hearts. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Eidman. Finally, speaking for the Los Angeles County Department of Children and Family Services is Senior Deputy Director Diane Iglesias, who oversees the agency's juvenile dependency court staffing, among many other roles. Ms. Iglesias' passion for child welfare and improving safety and outcomes for children and families helps make events like National Adoption Day possible. Ms. Iglesias, welcome.
I too will say thank you so much for those very kind words. I'm the town crier, so it's going to happen. I've been in this courthouse. I'm Diane Iglesias, Senior Deputy Director. I'm going to announce myself and thank everybody for coming today and all the legal advocates. For those of you that this is your first time in this courthouse, I think you'll recognize this is a very special place, not only because of today, but because of how the building is built. It was built around and designed around kids and decreasing trauma and addressing their special and unique circumstances. Which is I think this is the only children's courthouse in the United States. If not the only one, it's definitely the biggest one. And so not only does the structure in this place support kids, but everybody who works in this place every day supports those, whether it's the judges, the attorneys, the social workers, the community partners, or the other legal advocates. And so everybody that works in this building every day is dedicated to helping kids get into the best place possible, whether it's reuniting with their family in a safe way and thriving, or identifying their chosen family, as I like to call them, and living in that safe circumstance. Now I need to read my notes. People have recognized that some of the kids that go through here, that's a swift journey to adoption, and some have had a longer, more difficult road to that journey. But throughout the process, they've been supported by judges who oftentimes are the one consistent person throughout their journey through the courthouse, and or their legal advocates. One of the things that we talk about today is that the children are going to have their adoptions finalized. I like to say that they're being formalized today, because when I think about it, adoption it's a matter of the heart and the mind. It's not a matter of the courtroom. And so today we're lucky enough, and judges, you're really lucky to be able to do this. I think this is probably one of your favorite days. And pro bono lawyers, this is going to be the best day of your legal career. I started here as a lawyer, and now I'm with the agency, so I know kind of both sides. I think my first hearing that I ever had in this building was an adoption, and I was the town crier then, and I still am. But it's really meaningful, and so you're really going to enjoy today. One of the amazing things about today that we see is what family means. And what family means, they come in the door in very many different ways. We have single-parent adoptions, two-parent adoptions, dad-dad adoptions, mom-mom adoptions, people who are adopting one child, people who are adopting sibling groups, people who are combining biological families and adoptive families. But whatever it is, it's the families as they've defined them in their heart. And so we're so happy today to be able to be here and support that. And in this season of gratitude, I'd like to thank the judges for all that they do throughout the course of the year in getting these families here today. And the lawyers, well, some of them, no, kidding. And the lawyers for helping this happen as well, and for helping us formalize this and getting the kids in good, safe, thriving places. And the social workers who really work tirelessly and work in the bumps in the roads to try to guide the families and get them the supports that they need. I'm really happy to be here today. I'm so happy for the families, and we know this is not the end line. This is the beginning line for a very happy and, we hope, healthy, thriving families. So thank you all for being here, and this is going to be a life-changing day, not only for the families, but for all of you as well. Enjoy.
I love somebody who embraces the waterworks, the crying. I have been known to be a crier as well. I think there is crying in baseball, okay? Thank you, Ms. Iglesias, and once again, we congratulate the families taking part in today's proceedings and thank our National Adoption Day partners for their tireless efforts and dedication. We'd like to invite all of you to Department 405 right behind me for the first of 2 adoption hearings that will be open to the media. At 9 a.m., I will preside over the first hearing. You will see me cry. Then Assistant Presiding Judge Sergio Tapia will preside over a hearing for another family in the same courtroom at 9:20. Apparently, I better hurry up that proceeding, correct? In the meantime, Chief Justice Guerrero and I are available for questions regarding this event. Once again, I want to welcome and thank you for being here today. Again, a pinch me moment. Thanks to all of you for coming today, and welcome to National Adoption Day 2023.